Right now at 5, two teenagers facing charges for bringing weapons to Memphis Shelby County schools. A 16-year-old accused of bringing ammunition and fireworks to Southwind High School. And just 2.5 miles away, a 13-year-old at Highland Oaks Middle charged with having an airsoft pistol. Both teens now being held at the Youth Justice and Education Center.
And chaos hitting West Memphis, Arkansas as well today. Marion High School went on lockdown around 10 this morning after a possible threat. Marion police arresting 2 teenage suspects and charging them with threatening to commit act of mass violence on school property. This time, police did not find weapons on school grounds, and the lockdown was lifted shortly after. The suspects are due in court on Monday.
And it didn't stop there. Another Memphis area school shut down, this time due to a shooting. It happened near Westside Middle School this morning. Thanks for joining us on this busy Friday evening. I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Pepper Baker. A staff member was shot near Fraser Boulevard and Dawn Drive while leaving football practice last night. That person was taken to Regional 1 in critical condition, and no word yet of a suspect or a motive in the shooting.
This week's threats have been quite interesting, right? At gun violence against area schools, which strained parents, strained students, and staff as well. And all started circulating on social media Wednesday morning. The threats also putting a strain on local law enforcement agencies across our region.
ABC 24's Scott Mattis is live outside Craigmont High School, which is one of several schools receiving a threat this week. Now, Scott, what did law enforcement officers say about the resources used for this week?
Well, they said that it was extreme. Now you have to put everything into perspective, because on Wednesday mid-morning it was business as usual for the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. But as we learned last night, Sheriff Bonner was talking about those resources, specifically how overtime came into play, how gas came into play, and how over 50 deputies that weren't assigned to work at these schools all of a sudden had to. With all Memphis Metro schools on high alert Friday, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office telling ABC 24 News the after effect of this week's threats against schools is taking a major toll on the Shelby County Sheriff's Office.
We stopped doing other things to put officers in the area.
In the area, dozens of schools, including Southwind, where the threats started Wednesday morning. As a result of Wednesday's threats, Shelby County Sheriff Floyd Bonner tells us they diverted more than 50 deputies and investigators who were on other assignments to saturate MSCS schools across the county.
We devoted a lot of resources, a lot of man hours, where our officers could have, should have, maybe be doing other things, but we had to stop what we were doing to investigate this, because this was serious.
Sheriff Bonner also says in addition to the deputies who were reassigned, the FBI and Tennessee Department of Homeland Security were brought in to aid in the still active investigation. And Chief Deputy Anthony Buckner says the dollar amount doesn't just relate to deputies, but also everything they actually touch and do.
There are dollars attached to the amount of resources that we dedicated, from the number of deputies, the fuel, the vehicles, and the other responsibilities that we had during this hours-long day of trying to resolve this.
Back out here at Craigmont High School. Now, Richard, I can tell you I just got off the phone with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office of Public Information, and they tell me, get this, just on Wednesday alone, only working for about 4 or 5 hours, they spent more than $10,000 on personnel working all of the schools in Shelby County as a result of these threats. Now, the bottom line to this big story, 6 people now have been arrested. And we're talking about Southwind in particular. One person was arrested, is in Shelby County right now. He's a 15-year-old male out of Nashville that will face charges. We'll stay on top of this for you, so please stay with us.